Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a morning garden tour with you guys. We're gonna get our septic pumped here, so that's why these holes are dug up. That's where our septic is, so we're gonna get that done soon. But I thought I would do a morning garden tour with you because everything seems to be alive in the morning more, and it's gonna be a hot, humid week this week. It was really hot and humid yesterday. We had a really bad thunderstorm. I thought, well, let's get out here in the morning. It's probably about 8:30, 8:30, so it's not that super early, but thought I'd do a morning one for you guys. I forgot what I was gonna say. I am in zone 5A in southeastern Ontario, Monday, July 14th, I believe. So yeah, let's get into this tour. So here are my zinnias and my cosmos that I planted last week there. So hopefully they'll come up in a couple weeks. I have some catnip. Here's cosmos that Terry got me and some snapdragons. Now, right here, you can tell I'm getting those beetles that are destroying my zinnias here. You can see right there is one. So I'm gonna have to find something that is going to repel them, but they are just destroying my zinnias. So if any of you guys know any way to repel them, I would love to know because they're just kind of coming in here. When these cosmos open, I cut them back so then I get more. So I cut them and I put them in a vase in my house, my snapdragons, and see, like you can see all of the, I might come and cut that back and cut out all the ones that they've been getting. I love this catnip. It's probably gone to seed, but I just like how it looks. Here are my potatoes. So here we have my tomatoes, which are getting really big. Some marigolds that are starting to bloom. I did come and trellis these up a bit more. I did cut some basil yesterday, my peppers. Some of these peppers are starting to get some peppers on them there. So that's nice. I'm interested about these ones. These ones are going to be the lilac peppers. So I'm really interested to see what they look like. But I did come in and cut some of this, the bottom of the peppers back, which I'm going to do more of it as well. Here have some peppers. Here is my cucumbers. I did trellis these ones before and then I took them off. I'm not sure if these things are getting pollinated or not. We did have a cucumber. Oh, wait, there's one. Right there. There's one that's going to start. So yeah, so I think they're going to start to grow now. And my other tomatoes. Now I know I said in another video that I wasn't going to plant tomatoes and peppers together, but these tomatoes are so big and they are with my peppers. I think I spoke a bit too soon about that, so I'm gonna have to wait and see what this season is like. But I did put blood meal in these beds, and I have been fertilizing them every week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks, but I've been fertilizing them with 20 fertilizer. So everything's looking pretty good. Here's another cucumber there. Those tomatoes in this bed are a lot bigger than these tomatoes in this bed. I do come in and weed the garden, but it's been so hot. Here we have my calendula. Oh, it looks like there's gonna flower. So my calendula is gonna flower. My lettuce is beautiful, nice. It's starting to grow more. My white onions. Oh, that was a carrot. That was a carrot. See, this was a carrot. So now let's try and put it back in. We'll try and put it back in. I did come in and I spooned my onions. And what spooning is you take a spoon and you dig around the onion bulb so that the bulb can be exposed more, because that's what's going to give it the energy to get that bulb bigger. My beans are starting to look really nice. They're starting to grow. I don't like that I did this with the trellises, but that's what's going to have to happen this year. You can see there's some flowers on there. My oregano here. I do have some over in this bed. Cilantro, which cilantro doesn't like sun, and I have it in direct sun. I think, like, learning curve, the cilantro and the peppers are going to have to be in more shade. So those are things I'm learning. Here is another pepper. Look at that. We have like a little bee. Those are ones that we want in here. So my marigolds are beautiful. And we have peppers here. And I've been trying to take off these yellow leaves down here. So this is a jalapeno one that I got from a greenhouse, and you can see that they're starting to produce peppers. These ones are my poblanos, and then I have some paprikas in there, and my tomatoes. I don't think this is a trellising cucumber. I still haven't looked that up. I should look it up, but I haven't. But if it is, then, well, maybe it is. These are pickling cucumbers. I've been cutting my snapdragons down and bringing them inside so they grow more and more full. Here are my pumpkins. These are really big in the morning, and they will open up. All of them open up first thing in the morning. There's one pumpkin here. There's a couple pumpkins that are getting really big so far. Here, there's one. There's another one. These zinnias are okay, but you can see too down there, there's a bit of damage, which I'm gonna have to come and I might take those off. But right there, you can see they're in there, and it's just mostly the zinnias that this is the problem. See there? But they are blooming, which is nice. Here's my other cucumber. And tomatoes. Okay, here is more zinnia damage there. My poppies. A branch from the tree because we had lots of wind yesterday. There's more damage. Now these I have to come and twine or do something better. What I think I'm going to do with these this year is I'm actually going to get cattle panel and T-posts, and I'm going to put the trellises in here and here this in the next couple weeks, and then re-put these peas on them. Just cut down there and then try and get these to grow up those, because I'm going to plant more peas closer to the end of the month. So this is where I know I want to have a permanent trellis here and here. I know I said I wasn't going to put trellises in this year or for a couple years, but now I know that I definitely want them on these too. But we are getting some snap peas. I did pick some yesterday, but we're getting some here. I come out here every day, my pocket snacks, because I'll just pick them and put them in my pocket and eat them as I'm going through the garden and looking at things and enjoying it. So I did pick some of these yesterday, but this is in direct sunlight and they don't like the heat. So this one isn't doing as well as this one with production, and you'll be able to tell. Look at all the snow peas on here. You can see all the snow peas on this one compared to the snap peas. This elderberry bush we are going to transplant over, I believe I'm going to put it over here. It does like sun, but it can be shaded. I'm going to put it more so against that fence right there. But we're just leaving it here for now until we dig that up. I did come in here and spoon these onions as well, my red onions. And then I got the carrots in here. There's definitely a lot of life in the garden. Some more pumpkins here. I have some exciting things on the front here. My lilies are starting to bloom. They're starting to come out, they're starting to bloom. My hostas are starting to get their flowers on them even more. But I'm excited about my lilies. And then I bought some zinnias from a store and just put them in that planter. It's really starting to get bigger. I thought I wasn't going to grow anything. I remember a month ago I was like, what is going to grow? What's going to happen here? Is anything going to make it? And we have so much happening. It's pretty exciting. One of the ways that we're watering this now is with the gravity system there. 10 minutes on each bed, and I'm doing 15 minutes on bed 5 and bed 2 because those are the ones with the carrots and they need more deeper watering so that they can root down. That's what we're doing, as well as another thing we're doing for the water is we have a little air conditioner that's just like a window one that sits on the ground. The water that we get from those that we put into buckets from the humidity that's been happening, we take those buckets and we've been putting that watering cans and we've been using that to water the garden. We don't water every day, as well as the buckets from the air conditioner we put in the garage, and then we just put them into the watering cans, and that's how we've been watering the garden so far over the last couple weeks. It's cost effective. Basically, it's free water, and we're reusing stuff that we would have thrown down the drain, which is pretty good. So those are kind of some simple ways that you can critique your water if you have those things as well. This is what our septic looks like here. We have a, what is it called? It's a probiotic system or something. It runs, like, it has bacteria and stuff. That's the kind of septic system we have. We can't put like bleach or anything in our toilets to clean them or anything. We have to use like more of a organic cleaning because it'll kill all the bacteria that's in the septic system apparently. I don't know about those things. Terry knows about them, not me. Oh, there's our friend again, Mr. Axe in the window. So the herbs are still doing what they're doing. We did have a really big downpour, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this mini tour of the garden and everything that's happening. I hope you like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.